Hello, just want to give you an update, and I wanted to do a review on a vendor that I've been doing business with for, it's been about a year, and I've been pretty impressed with them. They aren't perfect, but no vendor is. I've always gotten like maybe one or two shipments with which I was not the happiest with, but upon reflection, I think a lot of those shipments I made during summer, and I'm wondering if perhaps the reason why those shipments were subpar is because Arizona summers are so bad. Even though I made efforts to bring those packages in, perhaps the heat fried my roots, and maybe that's what was going on with it. But in any event, I didn't have that experience with this particular vendor. The vendor I'm going to talk about is Seattle Orchid. I've actually had a very good experience with them recently. And the first one of my plants that I bought was not actually the one I'm showing you right now. This is the second one I bought. I went on a shopping spree with them because I was so happy with my first order. So let me show you my first order first. So here she is. This is zygopetalum. I think it's Mathena Matthews is the name of this. And she is just gorgeous as hell. Forgive my French, and if she would stop shaking, my camera could focus in on her. But I just love that. It's I already have a zygo that's similar. I have the zygopetalum Advanced Australia. And the spots on Advanced Australia are a lot darker, so I like that this one has more contrast, and the lip on Advanced Australia is darker too. And another thing that is different about Mathena Meadows is the lip. This lip has this, it's almost cerulean kind of tinge to it, and it has that white. So Advanced Australia is way darker. It's almost a solid purple with maybe a few streaks of white or pink. So completely different. The fragrance on this is completely different from the Advanced Australia also. Advanced Australia has kind of a lilac-y, sweet hyacinth type of scent. It's very powerful, but I usually don't notice it when I'm in the room. I don't know if it's because my nose is bad or what. But yeah, this one, the Mathena Meadows scent, is very peppery, and there's a hint of maybe rose or something floral, but I'd say like it's 95% pepper. So, and it's not unpleasant. I actually very much so enjoy smelling this one. But anyways, back to my order with Seattle Orchid. So I bought this in Spike, and they informed me that there was only one bud left, and they asked me if I still wanted to buy it, and I was like, well, does it have a good root system? And they said, it's very healthy. And I was like, well, I like this hybrid, so if it's healthy, I'll take it. And I got it, and I immediately took it out of the pot to look at the roots. The roots are immaculate. They put this in a very chunky medium, which I think is right in the money for zygopetalums. I don't know why some people think zygopetalums like to be soggy, because I always do the best with them in media that dries out completely, but also has water retention, just a teeny tiny bit of water retention, not a whole lot. So zygopetalums, I feel like they really need a lot of air around the roots, and I was very, very pleased with this. So, and I put it in hydroponics. It's kind of hard to see, but these roots are all really happy and green, and I think it's going to do really well. So the other plant I bought was this plant here. This is a cattleya nobilior, or nobilior, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And the fragrance on this is amazing. I thought it was a clone, and it was advertised as H&R #1 as the clone, but now that I look at the tag is actually a SIB cross, and the form on this isn't very good. I don't know. I really want I want a cattleya nobilior that has really awesome form, because this one, it's not very good. It's very cupped. The lip kind of points up. It's just not very appealing to look at. The fragrance though is amazing, and it is nothing like Walkeriana. Nothing at all. It's completely different, and even the shape of the plant's different. And my root system isn't brilliant on this, but I have a lot of living roots, so I think I'm going to pop this up in hydroponics, and we'll go from there. And that's my experience with Seattle Orchid. I bought my Walkeriana from them, and I'm trying to think what else I bought from them. I think that's about it. And my Walkeriana has done brilliantly, and it came in beautiful bloom. Oh, I bought my cattleya too, and the cattleya came with immaculate roots too. So, yeah, they have very high quality product, and they frequently have things that you don't often find in Bloom and Bud for sale. So very good. And with that, I don't really know enough about these plants to say when their bloom season is or how often they bloom, but with that, I think I'm going to let you go. I already showed you my Miltoniopsis, and I have a Sherry Baby in bloom too right now, but you've seen that a billion times, so I'm not going to bore you with those. Hey, you know what I just realized? I totally did not describe the fragrance of the Cattleya nobilior to you. So, I thought I'd just throw that in really quick. It smells very floral. To me, and this is maybe just something I'm crazy about, but it has kind of like a peppermint kind of thing going on, like peppermint candy, and maybe cloves. It's kind of hard to describe. You see, my wife describes it completely differently, and she doesn't really detect a peppermint kind of thing going on with it. She detects kind of more, I think she said jasmine and baby powder. And I can definitely see the baby powder reference. I mean, it smells kind of sweet and fresh, so I can kind of see where she gets that from. But anyways, just wanted to end that with me just showing you this plant and talking about its fragrance again, because it's very strong. And the odd thing is, it's not really that fragrant in the morning for me, like some of my other plants. It's more fragrant more in the evening time, and I'm not sure if that's just because it's confused because I just bought it and it's not used to my light schedule yet or what. But I mean, around 6 o'clock Arizona time, this thing's really fragrant. It smells beautiful. I absolutely love it. And once again, it smells nothing at all like Cattleya walkeriana. Cattleya walkeriana smells a lot stronger. I will say Cattleya walkeriana beats it in the strength of the fragrance. And Cattleya walkeriana, it's more vanilla-y and sweet, not quite as floral. So, yeah, completely different fragrance. And the look of these is different too. Again, I wish I had better form on this plant, but I still really like it, and I think if I see a Cattleya nobilior for sale again, I might give it a shot, and I'll keep you posted. I don't think this is one that blooms twice a year. Cattleya walkeriana can bloom twice a year, but I'm pretty sure Cattleya nobilior does not, which is a crying shame because I really like this plant. And I would devote more space for this type of plant or this species if I knew it bloomed a bit more often. But for now, this is going to be my guinea pig. Oh, and I should throw in, I potted it up in my wick watering hydroponic system. So this one didn't really need supports. I just bought floral wire, and I used that to wrap around the net pot. And then I just kind of put some wicks around the roots that are kind of exposed on the outside of the pot. And hopefully this isn't too wet. I don't see why it would be. And if it is, I can just pour the water out from the reservoir from these drainage holes that I put in on the sides. So, yeah. Well, that's it. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye.